Chapter 2, Section 8 is properties of addition. So there are four properties here. Three that I'm going to have you know. The fourth one I'm not too concerned with right now. And you did this in middle school as well. Commutative property of addition. There's that one. The associative property of addition. And then the identity property of addition, followed by the last one, which is the additional property of opposites. These will be found in your Chapter 2 Tools folder. This right here is what I'm referring to, properties of math. I've split it down the middle here so that you can see there's a left side and a right side. The left side is addition, the right side is multiplication. Or for this page today, page 44 and 45, we're going to be doing addition. And I'll explain more as we get to it, but let me continue on by reading on page 44. So the commutative property of addition, the order of two numbers in addition does not matter. So 3 plus 2 equals 2 plus 3. In other words, we can flip the digits around. Flip is the key word here. Flip the digits around and you will get the same answer. So 3 plus 2 is 5 and 2 plus 3 is also 5. So flipping. The next property is associative property of addition. The grouping of numbers in addition does not matter. So the thing to look here for is parentheses, okay? And the digits need to be the same on both sides. So 174, 174, as long as the digits are the same and the parentheses are in there, you're going to see the associative property. So how does this work? Well, per order of operations tells us we have to do 1 plus 7, which is 8, and 8 plus 4 is going to give you 12 on the left side of the equal sign. And then on the right side, we got to do 7 plus 4, which is 11, and 11 plus 1 is also 12. So you have 12 equals 12, and when you have both sides equal, it's going to be the associative property is going to be true. Again, you're looking for parentheses and the digits to be the same. The identity property of addition is just adding 0 to any number so that the number doesn't change. If we add 0 to -5, well, guess what? There you go. It's going to be -5. The number does not change. That's simply put the identity property. So we're identifying -5 by adding 0 to it, and we're still getting -5. The addition property of opposites says the sum of the number and its opposite is 0. Now, you did not get this property last year, but this has to do with integers. If you take an 8 plus a -8, you're going to get 0. So the sum, meaning adding the number and its opposite, so a positive and a negative, you're going to get 0 of the same number. So now all you have to do on today's work is there are three examples. You're going to have to name the property and then use the property to complete. It's pretty simple and straightforward. You did this in middle school. Here you are, name the property in example 1. 2x plus 3 plus 5 equals 2x plus 3 plus 5. Well, the first thing you should know is that 2x, 3, and 5 are the same digits, 2x, 3, and 5 on the right side. So left side and right side have the same digits. The group here is 2x plus 3. On this side is 3 plus 5. And since I used the word group when I was doing this, and I see that there are parentheses, I know very well that I am dealing with the associative property. So example number 1 is the associative property. Look for example number 2, property to complete the equation. Here they're giving you a question mark, and you have to fill in what's missing on the question mark to make that statement true. And in today's work, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to ask you, they're going to give you a question mark. You have to determine what value is going in that place. Use the property to complete the equation. Use a property. So you got to figure out which property. I don't need the name of it. I just need to know what's going to go in where the question mark is. If you have -2n plus what is going to give you 0. So in this case, you're getting 0, and the only one that we deal with the answer being 0 was this addition property. We're not flipping numbers. We don't have any parentheses of grouping here. And this one, the identity of a number is not the same. So down here, -2 is not -2 on the right side. So the only property here is the addition property of opposites. And look what they put in there. They put in a positive 2n and the negative 2n when you add them up gives you 0. So addition property of opposites is used. Use the property to complete. Again, example number 3, we have x minus something equals negative 10 plus x. And all this looks like is I have an x here on the right side and a positive x on the left side. And then I looks like I could just go ahead and throw in a 10. This would be just flipping. So this would be x minus 10 equals negative 10 plus x. So this subtraction is acting as a negative 10. All we did here was flip the numbers. So the commutative property would be the correct choice here. You'll have to pay attention to that type of situation occurring in your bookwork, which on page 45, you are not going to do the top and you are not doing the bottom two problems. You are strictly doing 1 through 14. And again, 1 through 6, you're going to name the property. And in 7 through 14, you're going to use the property to complete. But all you're doing is finding what will go in for the question mark. What's missing? Okay, so you'll have to kind of pay attention. In the middle school books, they use the gray box. Now they're using the question mark. So there are your question marks. So number 1, 3x plus 5x squared equals 5x plus 3x. So I got a 3x on the left side, 3x on the right side, a 5x on the left side, and a 5x squared on the left side, and a 5x squared on the right side. To me, that is just flipping. I'm going to write C here. You are going to actually write out the commutative property of addition in your answer. So you do not have to write out the problem, but the answer should have the complete property name, and I even have that in the directions. All right, you're free to go.